So, good evening, or let's say good afternoon to this side of the world. It's me, the Lock Robster, the ML Level A, bring you a new vlog, or more specifically, day 2 of my experience at the ML48 River Virtual Handshake event. Yes, so I know all of you have been, those who've been following me and highly anticipating this day 2 of my experience ever since a lot of views there on day 1. But before I actually go on into the into my experience in this part 2, I like to tell more about stories regarding day 1 that I completely missed when I first did the video. Yeah, I just realized that I forgot to say this and that. Now it's my opportunity to do so. Okay, so first off, let me tell you about the rules in the waiting room. Coach Mia always explained this. Like one of them, no inappropriate questions or you'll be kicked out. Three, no face masks because the members would like to see your face, of course. But I know one Evan Love actually didn't take off his face mask because I kind of learned it in the general chat of the Nega guys. He kind of said, okay, and what else was there? Uh, oh yeah, because so we're in this Google Meet waiting room. So Coach Mio will be calling you up. So you'll be the next one going into the room, and they'll give a link, okay, to the room. So you'll have to exit the waiting room and then click on the link. At least that's what she's saying. Yeah. So that link is solely for you, for the person who's called. Okay. So no one else has to click on that link. Only that person that was called. Yeah. If anyone else clicks on that link, yeah, you can't get in because you're not the person that was in line, basically. Yeah. And sometimes there's always a problem because that's why sometimes it takes a long time for, I guess, the members' scheduled time to meet MLFs to finish because sometimes the link wasn't working. And sometimes when people exit the room, they come back because turns out they couldn't get in because of either the link is corrupted or something like that. Yeah. And also, um, what else is that other rule? Regarding the tickets, yeah. If you are given a ticket by somebody else, let's say somebody buys it, but they couldn't go to the event, and they give it to you, they have to I guess inform HHE by email to let them know that they're giving this ticket to this person. Yeah. If not, they won't be able to get in because technically that ticket is still with that person, not to the new person. Yeah. I hope you get what I'm saying there. Okay. So also, um, so the link will be in the chat. Basically, there's a chat box there. Unlike Zoom, in the chat box there. Um, Sometimes you could set it to just talk to each other. Yeah, or talk to everyone, talk to each other, to whoever's in the waiting room, like in Zoom. But here in the Google Meet, the the chat box, this doesn't have that kind of feature. So whatever you type in there, everyone gets to see it, especially Coach Mia and the staff like that. So yeah, so one thing they say before we begin actually going into the room, to the next room to meet the member, is that you have to register the name that you bought the ticket under, basically your real name, not your Kumu name. Okay, and then tell how many tickets you're gonna use and to which member, even though we already know which member it is. But it pays to be specific, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something that happened uh, regarding this particular rule. Okay, okay. So basically we covered that. What happens in the waiting room? Okay, so let's hear. Okay, let's talk about certain members that I forgot to tell the story. Uh, More stories about. Okay, like example, like let's see here. Dana. Okay, Dana. Okay, yeah. So yeah. What I forgot to tell is that she was the only member during the whole handshake event that noticed this poster. Yeah, the Police maybe poster like that. Yeah. So she's the only one to notice that. Yeah. Even though it's right behind me right there. But maybe some members notice and decide not to mention it. But Dana was the only one to able to mention it to me. Yeah. So I can thank Quincy for the poster. Okay. Okay. Next one. Let's see. Mm. Oh, Rihanna. Regarding the story of Rihanna. Okay. I think this was the day after it. I went to her Como live, and yeah, she was happy to see me there, and she told me that it was nice to finally meet you face to face and all that. And then she mentioned that when she was talking to me, it almost like she was watching one of my vlogs, even though she knows that she's actually talking to the real me rather than just a video like that. So yeah, that was cute of Rihanna to say. Mm. Okay, and let's see. Uh, to Kath, yeah, I'm for it, Kath. Yeah, so I mentioned regarding the Ibn Madarna thing, yeah. So actually, um, Kath has had a live like right after the handshake event, yeah. So I actually went in there, and she was kind of like saying, "Oh," she kind of like asked me, "Oh, paano yung promise mo, uh, Kuya Robin?" Ganun. So I kind of like told her that at that point I couldn't give her the Ibn Madarna, even though I said that, but I said that I can't give her that now, but I can give you this. So basically, I gave her chocolate hills to make up for not being ready to give her that Ibang Adarna virtual gift. So I actually gave it to her in her following live. Yeah, which was on was it a Sunday. Yeah, I believe it was a Sunday. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So I still fulfill my promise in some way. Okay. Okay. And who else? And also Araya, yeah, I believe she also had a live because she kind of mentioned that she had a live later on after the handshake event. Usually she comes on at 6. That's her regular time. 6 p.m. No, 9 actually. Yeah, 9 p.m. your time, 6 p.m. my time. Okay, so I went in there like around 6 p.m. my time. Okay, and I couldn't find her. And I say this, I couldn't find her. Yeah, she was not live at all. Okay. So when I actually went into Cat's live, yeah, I kind of like asked, asked there within the chat. I basically was asking also Cat and maybe the other MN loves, and Unupi told me that because I kind of asked like, did she do her live like that? I was thinking maybe she did earlier. That's why I couldn't find her. Yeah, and Unupi said no, she hasn't done a live. Okay, so I was thinking that she she did not go live. Maybe she changed her mind. Something like that. And so that was a Friday, but usually that's her scheduled live. But she wasn't on at her scheduled time, yeah. But then I later learned later on in her last live that she actually came in late, like around 9:30 her time, like that. So basically 6:30 my time. Okay, so maybe they came in early to look for her, and maybe we should have hung around a little bit more to see if she would come on, but no. But anyway, I was able to catch her on her last live, yeah, to say goodbye and all that. Okay, and who else here? Let's see. Cole, yeah, I think I forgot to mention this when she found out I was Lock Robster, yeah, and I kind of mentioned, oh, I was telling everyone else, that I like Lock, Roy Mendoza and Lock Robster are the same person, yeah, and so that now it's good for you guys to know that, and I guess good for me too to let them know that I am also Lock Robster, yeah, okay, all that, and also, one funny thing I guess I like to tell about Charm, even though she's not here, but I like to tell a story. Uh, I think on her one of her kumus, yeah, it's not one of her last kumu though, but she kind of told the story about she had this glass, and when she poured when she poured a beverage in it or some water, cold water, it cracked. Basically, marupok yung baso, and someone commented there that lakas talaga ni Charm, pati yung baso narupok. Ganun. One of the loves come also add the comment the Chester, actually Chester, yeah. It's actually Chester is his coming off his charm. Yeah. So I kinda chatted this. Okay. Hope I can get through this. Okay. So when he read that comment about lakas talaga ni Charm pati yung baso narurupok. Then Chester commented back. Ako rin yung baso, I'm just, how do you call this? It's not verbatim, just thinking, just saying it, what I thought he said. Okay. But he chatted like this. Uh, so yung baso namin rin, bumiyak, so yung baso narurupok sa akin. Okay, I think that's pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, okay, and yes, so yeah. Oh yeah, during that whole day one thing, I think in between members, I got a message from Instagram. It's actually from Thea. It's kind of surprising, yeah, because she was talking because I ordered some photo cards of her, and she was informing me, she's gonna have it delivered. I can have it delivered now or tomorrow, like that. She just needed some information from me, like that. And I kind of mentioned that, oh, I'm at the beach at the virtual handshake right now. Oh, and she's surprised, really? Yeah. And I kind of mentioned I was going to see all of the girls, yeah. And so I don't have any regrets like the first time, yeah. And she was very happy for me and told me to enjoy, yeah. It's kind of, how to call this? How to call this? Serendipitous of her to message me at that point because, sometimes she, she says the right things, she says the right things to me, you know, at least, to make my day a little bit better. Yeah. Or my night a little bit better. Okay. So there you go. So that's, I guess, all my stories I can say about the first day. Okay. So I got that all out of the way. Now let's move on to day two. Okay. So, oh, wait, one more thing. Okay. So I kind of mentioned regarding the schedule of day one. Okay. So had they followed the schedule, it would have ended like around 5 p.m. Yeah, 5 p.m. in the Philippine time, 2 a.m. my time. Yeah, like around that time. But it did not end exactly that time. So it actually ended just after 3 a.m. Yeah. And I believe like slept around 3:30 a.m. around yeah. Uh yeah, around 3:30 a.m. It's kind of like the VHSE day one ended. And I I went to sleep, but then I woke up maybe a couple of hours later to go on Kumu. I know Kumu's kind of like addicting, really. Yeah, so that's what. So it went like how to say this. So day one schedule went overtime basically. Okay, if you think this went overtime, wait till day two. Okay, so I'm gonna get into day two right now. Okay, so let me get set right here. Okay, so I'm back. All right. Okay, so I didn't bore you with those all stars at the beginning, but now we're gonna get into the heart of the matter of this vlog. Okay, so day two. Okay, beginning. Okay, so first up is Colleen. Okay, so I kind of, let's say, learned my lesson regarding usually on the first day, in the first person you meet on virtual handshake, something strange happens. Like, yeah, so much like CJ. Yeah. Oh, and I think I forgot this one story about CJ. So I went to her Kumu, I believe it's last Kumu, her last Kumu live. Yeah, and I kind of mentioned, she kind of remembers me from the virtual handshake event, and she mentioned it was so fast. Yeah, and yeah, since I only saw one ticket, I kind of mentioned that I should have used two tickets on you. Yeah, like that. So it would have went smoother than expected. Okay, so day two, first up is Colleen. Okay, so rather than to make sure that I get a proper talk with Colleen, I used three tickets. Yeah, all right. So yeah, so no debacles would happen, hopefully. Okay. So yeah, so there you go. So I went in there, got talked to Colleen. Yeah, and Colleen remembers me. Yeah, she seems so like very happy and bubbly. Yeah, like that. And she thanks me for coming back to the virtual handshake event. Yeah, and she knows that I'm from America, and it's very late there. Yeah, and yeah, and I kind of mentioned that hopefully I don't catch a fever from you this time. You know the story because Colleen sort of gave me a fever because of the she gave me like a shocking, I call this, I got shocked by what she said. You know, yeah. If you haven't seen that, go to part two of the virtual handshake event at the high tension virtual handshake event. Yeah, it's in my uh, ML40 vlogs playlist. You can look for it. Yeah, my experience at the ML48 high tension virtual handshake event part two. Yeah, to see what uh, what Colleen did that made me catch a fever. Anyway, yeah. So it was a nice talk to her. It's a very long 1 minute talk, and yeah. So we're talking. We were all talking. We were both talking in English, and she kind of mentioned that she said something like, "Do you know a lot of Tagalog words like that?" And I said, and I replied to her like this, "Oh, marami." she, was, she was surprised that ay, nagtatagalog ka pala. Yeah, and then yeah, time's up. There it goes. So yeah, I kind of like surprised Colleen in that way, much like I do with other members when they speak English and then later they learn Tagalog. And then, like I mentioned, this is not intentional. It just happens to be I speak English as my first language. Yeah, but if you want to ask me if you speak Tagalog, I will actually speak to you in Tagalog. Okay, so there you go. So that's Colleen. Okay, so much like Francis, this was a long line. Yeah, a long line for Colleen. Yeah, and I believe by my estimate, at least there. And I told the deco guards in the general chat, since I was kind of like a correspondent to them, letting them know what's going on in the waiting room or like that. So yeah, by my estimate, Colleen uh, beat Frances in the number of MN Loves lining up for her. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, so we waited quite some time for Colleen's line to finish, her schedule to finish. Yeah. So next up was Lara. Okay, Lara. I use one ticket for Lara. Okay. Oh yeah, and also regarding Colleen, she found out I was also lock lobster. Yeah, that's also she know either from the other girls or but I guess it's that way because yeah, on the cone line she keeps calling me lock lobster, not queer Robbie like some other members. Yeah. Okay, so going back to Lara. Okay, so use one ticket for Lara. Okay. So Lara, yeah, yeah. So we spoke. I believe she asked, regarding if I know the states like that, and yeah. So she was happy that I decided to see her. Here in the virtual handshake event. Yeah, and I think at one point we went. Did we go? We spoke Tagalog to each other. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, the time went by quite fast. And I think she was that one. She's the member here. I think she's the only member that I never got to say that I was Lock Robster, since sometimes I go into or Kumu, like that. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, I think she mentioned also that since she how do you call this? Um, I think she how do you call this? I think she might remember. She might have remembered me from an FB Live of Quincy. Yeah. Yeah. From what I'm recalling. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. So that's my 1 minute with Lara. Yeah. So yeah, I never got to tell her that I was Lock Robster, but I think she found out later on. Yeah. Okay. So next up is for the princess. Okay. Princess, I used 3 tickets for Princess. Yeah, so yeah, she's so happy to see me again. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite members, Princess. Yeah, and she's very thankful that I came back to see her and the other girls. Yeah, and let's see here. Let's see here. I think I kind of mentioned kinikilig ako. I was the same way that it, uh, I did for her during the that first virtual handshake event. Yeah, I'm not sure if she heard me because uh, she she was keep talking about being thankful and all that and supporting her on Kumu and all that. Yeah, but yeah, so it's uh, fun to talk to Princess again. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that 1 minute with Princess was really well worth it. Yeah. And so going on to the let's see here. Hang on, my phone shut off. I actually have the schedule here on the phone. That's why so don't forget which member is coming up next. Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. And I believe much like CJ, um, Princess probably has like one of the shortest lines. Yeah, on the virtual handshake event, which is kind of like a shame. Yeah, but believe me, I think for all these members, anyone who maybe it's just one, two, or three, they're very happy that and I'm in love actually lined up for them just for a handshake event. I know I kind of like I've heard other past members, they're very happy just to have someone come uh, on their line for a handshake, or because it would be really, really bad if no one actually came. But yeah, so I think Princess is very how to call this appreciative of those who actually lined up for her, despite the low number of Evan loves. Yeah, but those are what we call the loyal ones. The very ones who support Princess no matter what. So yeah, I'm happy to be one of them. Yeah. Okay. All right. So moving on to Isabel. Okay. So Isabel. Okay. So the last VHS, actually, I failed to see her. Yeah, because of technical difficulty, and I have an opportunity to do so. Okay. My plan was to actually give her 2 tickets to see her. But then I realized, oh wait, her fellow Orion members, Miho and Claire, I only gave one each. So, just to make everything fair in Love and War, I only used one ticket for Isabel. Okay. So yeah, there you go. So, just to make sure no one gets, oh, but dalawang ginamit sa'yo, parang ganon. I don't know if actually members actually talk that way. But yeah, I just want to be fair. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so one ticket for Isabel and boom. Okay, the minute I was in there, yeah. Uh, Isabel already talks right away, and yeah, she knows that I'm Black Robster, okay, from Kumu Live, and thanks for supporting her on Kumu and being here at Virtual Handshake. I kind of mentioned that it's happy to finally meet you for the first time, virtually, of course. Okay, and she kind of mentioned um, uh, that I was cute. Oh my god. Yeah, got a second cute from this virtual handshake event from Isabel. Yeah, and she also tells me that she actually watches my YouTube channel. Yeah, same name, and watches my vlogs, and she really enjoys watching them because she really likes to hear my insight on things. Yeah, on your vlogs, and I'm very thankful for that. Okay, yeah, so thank you, Isabel, for that, and perhaps next time in the next VHSE, hopefully, I get to talk to you longer this time. Yeah, pretty sure I'm going to talk longer to your other fellow Orions, Miho and Claire, on the next one. Okay, just to make it even. Okay, all right. So yeah, so that's my okay, my end talk with Isabel. Okay, okay. So all right. So this time Isabel has another long line. Okay, another long line. Yeah. So as I mentioned it to the in the general chat of the NECA guards as well, being the correspondent once more. Okay, and also believe during this time I got a message from Lara's fan club. Yeah, and I believe they wanted me to join and talk about the VHSE, and yeah, so I accepted their invitation, and there I go. So I'm now part of the GC of Lara's club. Okay, yeah, and I kind of basically almost the same thing that I'm doing with the neck guards. Yeah, basically letting them know which member will be up next, and tell them, oh, Isabel's line is long, so you have to wait for a while till this clears up. Okay, and it's so long that it surpassed, at least by my estimate, it surpassed uh, Colleen's line. Yeah, because of how long it stretched out. Okay, like that. And also, I was also group chatting with privately with another fellow in love, Casper. Yeah, like that during this time. Yeah. Okay, so after a long line, a long, really long line by Isabel. Okay, now we go to Gem. Okay, and I used two tickets for Gem. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so in I go, and oh yeah. So immediately she mentioned that. Oh, I know you speak Tagalog like that. So nagtatagalog lang ako, which is fine by me. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I mentioned this before that Gem was one of the first ones. It's not like I did it intentionally, but in one of her YouTube lives, I was just playing COD. Yeah, I was chatting with her while she was playing in English. Yeah, and then when she asked me if I speak Tagalog, I responded back in Tagalog, and she feels like I was like I was tricking her because she was having a hard time speaking to me in English. But if you've seen the chat and you guys are speaking Tagalog, um, I definitely, if I'm responding in the chat or talking in the chat, even in English, even though you guys speaking Tagalog, that means I understand Tagalog. Okay, so I'm not sure why anybody can't catch up with that, or they're just assuming that I'm just talking, like that. But yeah, so that's one of the funny things I remember about me and Jem talking for the first time. Yeah, well, chatting the first time, the YouTube live. Okay, yeah. So here it is. So Jem goes straight Tagalog to me. Yeah, saying that she's happy to see me again in this virtual handshake event and all that, and supporting her in Kumu, and hopefully that I finally know get to see. She hopes to see me in person one day. Yeah, definitely that's a promise, and it's also this. It's kind of like the same promise I'm also giving to other members. Ask me, "Oh, when are you coming home?" Oh, when I say it's COVID free, I will be there to one of your events, either a mall show or a handshake event. Yeah. So there you go. So that's my 40 seconds with Gem. Okay. So next up is Andy. Okay. So Andy. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get one ticket to Andy. Okay. So yeah. So meeting Andy. Oh, she knows that I was Lock Robster. Okay, like that. And visiting Kumu Life, she already knew that was me because she's always been following me. You know, since then, since she already knows that Robbie and Lock Robster are the same, and she's been following me since way back when I actually did a reaction video on her Facebook Live. Yeah, so ever since that time, yeah, she's know that Robbie and Lock Robster are the same. Well, I guess kind of obvious since my YouTube channel because I shared a link. Whatever reaction video I do for the members, I share the link to their Facebook page. Yeah, so I guess she put two and two together, and therefore she knows. So very smart girl. Yeah, and thank you for following what I do on YouTube, Andy. Okay, okay. So next up is Jan. Okay, so I plan to actually do three tickets. for Jan. Okay, so here's what happened. Okay, so I was in the waiting room. Okay, so there's a lot of other people, a lot of the neck guards, and Joe was there. Unupi was there. Yeah. Okay, so she was going through the rules, and I believe while she was doing the rules, I was like chatting in the neck guards Joe chat, and probably Casper, and probably Lara's, and probably the Ria Knights too. Yeah, like that. Okay, so it's just mentioning the rules, how to do like that. Okay, so remember that rule saying that you have to put your registered name in the chat box and how many tickets and which member you're gonna see. Okay, yeah. So I was gonna do that later after I did the doing the chat with the other groups. Okay. So and here's one thing. When Coach Mia sees me in the waiting room, uh, she has this tendency. I don't know because I guess I became her favorite. Like I said, BFF like that. Um, she has a tendency of making me go first. Okay, first in line, despite whoever or whoever's ahead of me. I get, but I guess it depends. On who's first. Maybe I'm first. Maybe I'm one of the first. But she does has this tendency to put me first in line. Okay, so this is what happens. Okay, I haven't typed anything in the chat box regarding how many tickets are going to use for Jan. Okay, so then she immediately puts me in. Okay, puts me into me Jan. So without me typing anything. Okay, so I was kind of like shout that first because I did. Because usually it's supposed if you do if she would usually say if you are not registered in if you do not register in the chat box the things she said how many tickets like that they will not let you in, so I haven't typed anything in yet. For some reason she put me up first. Okay, so uh I wasn't able to object to anything to coach Mia, so I just went in and um clicked on the link and exit the room. Okay, so regarding that though, because they kept saying exit the room then click on the link, which I'm not sure how if it works that way, if it actually works that way, because I've seen people do that and then they keep coming back. Okay, because I think they're supposed to say, because this is what I do. I click on the link first, and then when I see the tab come up, then I exit the room. But I also tell them that okay, I'm exiting the room now, like that, so they don't keep. Because I think during CJ's the first one, I didn't know. Uh, when she says exit the room, I thought I was just should click on the link and go there. But I did not exit the room, as in like X the waiting room like that. Okay, so I think that took took quite a while. Yeah, because like I said, this is a new thing with the Google Meet. So usually in Zoom, you just click on the link and immediately takes you there. Yeah. For this, I always click on, like I mentioned, click on the link and then exit the room. I like that. So yeah, so that's what I did. Okay, so I was immediately brought in, and then there's another moderator there telling me that oh, you're about to meet ML48 Chen, and your time starts now. Okay, so at this point, I haven't told anybody how many tickets I'm gonna use. Okay, so when she said that, I'm assuming she's gonna give me just one ticket. Okay, in a previous on the first day actually, I believe which one. Hang on, which one was that? Which member was that? Because they were gonna put me in for just one ticket, but I told her, oh, I'll use two tickets. I think it's for Kath. Yeah, maybe for Kath. Yeah, probably for Kath. Okay, use two tickets like that. So I mean, I kind of like said, blurred out, oh, I'm gonna use two tickets, and she heard me. Oh, okay, two tickets, and like that, she confirmed. Okay, so that's how it went. Okay, with Kat. Okay, so this one. So it already says that I'm about to see Jan right now. Okay, and I called out three tickets. I'm gonna use three tickets. Okay. Okay, so I did not hear the voice that would say that confirm that she heard me. So I'm assuming that I used three tickets at that point. Okay, so there you go. So Jan was up. Okay, so yeah, so at this point, Jan was doing most of the talking. Yeah, like she's very thankful of being me supporting her and all that on Kumu and here. And thank you for seeing her again at the virtual handshake event because I did it last time. and I think she's more, more confident now in speaking to me, because back then she's kind of shy. Okay, because for some reason I think she was shy. In the last two events that I saw her, yeah, first in the first virtual handshake event, she was shy there to speak to me, and the Prank's Not Dead, she was kind of a bit shy. But yeah, on Prank's Not Dead premiere, I kind of like made up for my lack of, let's say, interaction during the first virtual handshake event, because I guess we were both shy at the same time, like that. But yeah, so basically this is uh, the third time I'm gonna be seeing Jan. So she's the member with the most uh, virtual meetups I have with her. Okay, so yeah, so she was talking very fast, and it felt, my time felt long but short at the same time. Yeah, because it ended, I would say, quickly, but it didn't feel that way. Okay, so I wasn't sure if that was 1 minute or just 20 seconds, because on how it felt long but short at the same time. Because since I didn't get that confirmation, I'm assuming that the confirmation what the monitor would say, because I yelled out 3 tickets. Okay, so I'm not sure if she got that or no. Okay, I was kind of like second guessing myself. So actually later, when there's a bit of a line for Jan, I believe I kind of asked. I went back in the waiting room and asked, you know, oh, was this after? Wait, who's next? Okay, I think it was in Ella's waiting room. Actually, I kind of asked to confirm how many tickets I have. Okay, so I believe I'm supposed to have, because if I use 3 tickets for Jan, I would have technically nine. Yeah, nine. But if not, I should have 11. If I use only 1 ticket, I should have 11. Okay, okay. At least that's by my count. Okay. So yeah, so while in Ella's waiting room, I can ask Coach Me and the staff, how many tickets do I have? Okay. So they confirmed it as 10 tickets. Okay. Okay. Even I also mentioned that I was gonna use 1 ticket for Ella. Okay. Okay. So they came back to me and said I have 10 tickets. Okay. So because at that point I believe I had like 12 tickets. Okay. If I use one for Jan, okay, so I have 11 tickets. If I use three for Jan, I have nine. Okay. And then I already mentioned that I was gonna use one for Ella. Okay. So they came back to me and said, oh, you have 10 confirmed tickets. Okay, so I confirmed that I use from the 12, I use one uh, for Jan, and I use one for Ella. So they can have 10 tickets left. Okay, so there you go. So in I go to meet Ella for the very first time. Yeah, and yeah, so uh, she kind of mentioned, oh, are you Lock Robster? Yeah, like that, yeah. Kayo rin ba si Lock Robster? Yeah, mentioned. So I'm believing now that the word sprang around that Roy Mendoza and Lock Robster, the same. Yeah, and I can she kind of mentioned saan po kayo? Yeah, so I was in Los Angeles, and the time here is like, what time is she on? Because I know it got pushed back because of the long lines of Colleen and Isabel. So I believe it was like around 3 uh, at 3 p.m. 3 or after 3 p.m. their time. So my time was like around midnight. Yeah, around midnight or just after midnight, like that. Oh yeah, just to mention again the schedule for day two. So there are only 12 members. Okay, and they're basically the Senbatsu. Okay, so it started at 1 p.m. as usual, 1 p.m. Philippine time, 10 p.m. my time. Okay, so if the schedule goes as planned here, because Abby's the last one, which is she's marked at 3:45 p.m. Okay, yeah, it should end at least around just after midnight, just after midnight, or close to 1 a.m. my time. Okay, like that. So yeah, unfortunately, it didn't happen. Again, because of the long lines. Okay, because schedules got pushed back. Because of that. Okay, so surprise, surprise, it happened again. Okay, so yeah, so Ella only 20 seconds, and yeah, so yeah, it's just kind of like from what I'm seeing, it's kind of like, how do you call this? Intrigued by me, I should say. And later on, I guess after this, I went to Kumu after the handshake event. Later on, then a few, maybe an hour later, I went on her Kumu live, and yeah, and she and Colleen, because Colleen was also in her life, in also kind of mentioned that she kind of mentioned that I call this that I was cute. I kind of even had to like reconfirm that because she could be just saying in general terms that all of us are cute. I kind of confirmed. Did you just call me cute? Yeah. And Colleen was also there, and they both said yes. Uh huh. That's like yeah. So that's another member who called me cute. Yeah, Ella. Okay, but this was after the VHSE. But then that still counts. Okay, as long as she specifically told me that I that I was cute. Okay. All right. So there you go. So that's uh that's Ella for you for 1 minute. Okay. Next up is Ruth. Okay, and I used 3 tickets for Ruth. Yeah. So yeah. So there you go. So I meet with Ruth. Okay. One another one of my favorite members again. Okay. Okay. And yeah. So yeah, she gets talking. Yeah, she's very thankful that I came to the VHE to see her, as well as being thankful that I got to see the other girls, like that. And thank you for the support and all that. And she always looks forward to me coming to her Kumu. And I kind of like mentioned to her that I kind of mentioned that I apologize. I was apologizing to her because I haven't been to a lot of her Kumu lives lately, and because of the time, I guess. And yeah, because sometimes she comes her Kumu lives like around like 3:30 a.m. my time, and usually I wake up late. Like sometimes I wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah, just to try to catch anyone who has a Kumu life at that point. Yeah. So yeah, and I mean it's okay. She goes, she understands the time, and yeah. So I didn't say it, but I was hoping. I was kind of like in my head that I'm gonna catch her last live for sure. Okay, like that. So yeah, so that's 1 minute for Ruth for you. So yeah, it's in a way because I did this 1 minute just to make up for the lost time that I could have watched her on her couple lives. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Okay, following up is Jamie. Okay, so Jamie. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I gave her 2 tickets. Yeah, 2 tickets for Jamie, and there you go. So in I go to meet Jamie for the first time, and yeah. So yeah, she's so happy that I was there to see her, and thank also for seeing the other girls, and yeah. So she kind of asked me, you know, she knows I'm from America, LA, and she asked me how's the weather there, and I told her, oh, it's very cold in the morning, and but it later kind of like warms up as the day goes by, especially at noon. Like it gets warm. Okay, and she mentioned that in the Philippines, it's always warm there, and I told her, oh, believe me, I know, I've been there. Okay, and then okay, I guess I should be surprised because Jamie does this all the time. Uh, she says, oh, it's yes, so yeah, oh yes, it's also warm here, but you warm my heart. Okay, yeah, so Jamie says that. Like basically, it's a hugot line from her. Okay, then I was kind of surprised that she said that. So I'm like, like this, like so. I was kind of surprised at what she gave me a hugot line like that. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, it's like I think I see her smile when she saw my surprise like that. Okay, so there you go. So that's my 40 seconds with Jamie. Yeah. Okay. Oh, also, see these glasses. Yeah, I also wore this on my on the vlog day one, but on day one on the VHSE, I didn't wear these. Okay, I didn't wear these glasses, but I'm just wearing it now because my eyes have been really blurry uh, lately. Okay, and also if you notice in the first vlog day one, I dressed the same way with the white sweatshirt. Okay, so I'm wearing the same thing also for day two. This red long sleeve shirt. Yeah. Hmm. There you go. And garden glasses. Yeah. So most of the time when the members see me, um, I took off my glasses. Okay, like that, so they can see me in this. I guess say natural look. I guess one thing I guess I forgot to tell regarding Gem during Gem's the first VHSC when I spoke to Gem, I was wearing these glasses. Okay, so I decided to do it again Gem when I went to see Gem here in this the latest VHSE. So I actually wore glass when I spoke to her. I was wearing these. So yeah, there you go. So well, she never well, because we only see each other, during VHSEs. I think that's the only points that she actually sees me wearing the glasses. But no, in my other vlogs, since she also watches my vlogs, Jem is, I believe she's a subscriber to my channel as well on YouTube. There are times where I'm wearing glasses during vlogs, and sometimes I'm not. Yeah, so probably she knows you know, I occasionally wear glasses. Okay, when I need to. Okay, okay. So we're almost going to the last two. So the last one is. Oh wait a minute. Let me pause it for a bit. Okay, thank you for thank you for waiting there. I just had to get the background music on. Okay, okay. So last two members here. Uh, in this Senbatsu and day two of the virtual handshake event. Okay, so meeting for the first time, Sheki. We'll use one ticket. Okay, so there you go. So 20 seconds with Sheki, and there you go. So, okay, so there you go. So I see the overall captain of ML48 for the first time. Yes, and she seems very happy today. In a way, happy to see me. Yeah, because she's heard about a lot about me. Yeah, because she was actually there in day one also. Like, I guess being the captain, she needs to watch over the members, and she's been hearing my name during all day and knows me as Lock Robster since I've been to her Kumu as well. And yeah, so happy to finally meet me, and yeah, so happy to meet you too, like that. And she called me cute. There you go, three members doing it to me. I can't help it, I guess. But yeah, yeah, yeah. She called me cute like that, and yeah, and she was like talking to me regarding the first day she was there, with the undergirls, yeah, and hearing my name and all that, and I believe there's more she had to say, but then the time was up. Yeah, 20 seconds. Yeah. Hopefully I get someday to see more further thoughts of her regarding me. Maybe in the next BHSE, maybe I'll uh, give her two tickets to finally hear her thoughts. Okay, regarding regarding, and I believe I actually tried to ask that in her Kumo live. I believe I think I forgot what day it was when I went to her Kumo. Yeah, and yeah, she recognized me. Yeah, and I kind of mentioned that naputol yung sinasabi mo sa akin. Oo nga 20 seconds lang tayo. So I was hoping that she would tell me her full thoughts regarding me. But no, maybe I should have asked. Maybe. Okay. But anyway, I guess that has to wait, and I guess that will just have to be a mystery for now. Okay. So here we go. So last member. Okay. So did I mention that it was almost like 5 a.m. at this point in my time? Yeah, when I finally saw Abby. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. In the waiting room with Abby. Okay, something strange happened. Okay. Oh, actually, let's see what else. Wait. I think I forgot to mention something here. Hang on. Let me look this up. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention Jamie also had a long line. Yeah. Yeah. Took a while. That's why I think it went, like I said, as usual, the time went over a bit, you know. So it's like almost 5 a.m. my time. Uh, by the time I spoke to Abby. I believe Shecky's line was also long, yeah. And I believe Jamie's line was longer than than Isabel's. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. From what I could observe. Yeah. Yeah. And Shecky was kind of long too, but maybe not as long as Jamie's. Okay. So for Abby, okay. So a lot of people seeing Abby. Okay. So yeah. So in the waiting room, something strange happened. Um. Well, actually, okay. So here's this thing. Okay. So remember when I told you sometimes when Coach Mia talks to us, I could hear the other members in the background. Okay, so day two is when I found out that was like that everyone was in that room. Okay, first one I realized it was Colleen. I heard Colleen speak in the background during her time, and later on I heard Jamie also speak in the background. Same thing with Shecky because I think I was waiting for Shecky to end, waiting to get into the room for Abby, as like we got so pretty tired and exhausted because I've been up. I've been doing this since 10 p.m. my time and it's like 5 a.m. now. Okay, I was really tired, and I was saying, oh, it's please, please let me see Abby so I can get some rest after this. Okay, okay. So in the waiting room. Oh wait. Okay, so I keep skipping this. Okay, so um, during I went in the waiting room prematurely. I thought prematurely. Okay, because when Coach Mio was speaking, I heard Sheki in the background. So okay, so still Sheki's basically still her time. Okay, so I went out of the waiting room. Okay, so I started chatting with Casper. Okay, and then he mentioned that it's already Abby's time. Yeah, really? Because I heard Shek in the background. It was still her time. Oh no, he mentioned because he saw me also in the waiting room when I came in. Sheki was about to finish. Okay, so when I heard Sheki in the background still talking, that was her last one. So I thought she still had a line, so I went out. So I went back in. Okay, okay. So now in the meeting in the waiting room. Yeah, to see Abby. Okay, so something strange happened because Coach Lee knows I'm there now. Okay, so she didn't put me in first. Well, maybe because I'm late. Okay, then getting in. Maybe that's why. Okay, but usually even if, though I'm late in some places, when she sees me, she would immediately put me in. Okay, but she didn't because she was going through the other Emma loves there in the waiting room, and she was taking her sweet time. For me, and I think I get what she was trying to do. Okay, okay. She I think she was intentionally making me one of the last people, last Emmett loves to speak to Abby. Okay, so yeah, and let's see here. I believe she was also like she spoke to me. Yeah, during that waiting room when there's just a few people left. She spoke to me that says that she's happy for me to be there, and I kind of asked her that uh, because I've been hearing that, especially in the chat, that I was like, I got to see all the girls like that. Since I already told them, oh, that's my plan, see all the girls like that. And I kind of asked her, am I the only one? Ako lang ba ang, who met all the girls in this VHSE? Yeah. And she said yes. Okay. Well, ain't that special? But yeah, like I said, I didn't want to miss the opportunity, like the first VHE. I want to meet all the girls so I don't have any regrets. Yeah, regrets later on, saying that, oh, I should have done that. I should have virtual handshake with this member, and now she's gone like that. So I didn't have those. Don't want to have those type of regrets anymore. Okay, so like that. So she was very thankful for me, for being there, for supporting the girls and all that. Yeah, and at that time, I think there was like just two of us in that waiting room. One, I believe her name is Alma. Yeah, and she's a big fan of Abby, and she actually requested Coach Mia that she be the last person because in her words, sasabog na puso ko, you know. I guess maybe she's so shy that she wanted everyone else to go, then she would be last. Yeah. So I was basically second to last. Okay. So before I got to meet with Abby, Coach kind of said that, oh, follow mo sa Instagram. And ganyan. And I asked her, ano ba yung Instagram name mo? Tanong mo kay Alma, sabi niya. So yeah, so natawa na lang ako doon. Hindi ko na tinanong kay Alma kung alam niya talaga. Maybe Coach Yumi was like joking, you know, like that. So I didn't actually ask Alma if she did know. Yeah. But alam ko si Coach Yumi daw, secretive sa ano, Instagram name niya. So I have no idea how to follow her unless I do some research. Yeah. Was it Instagram or TikTok? Well, either one. Either one, yeah. I guess I need some due diligence in researching to figure that out. Yeah. I'm not sure if anyone out there knows. Okay. If you do know, please leave in the comments. Coach Mia's Instagram account or TikTok account. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. So before I go into Abby's room again, I kind of thank Coach Mia, yeah, for being so nice, and to the staff for making this whole thing, this virtual handshake, uh, for bringing this back and making it work for, especially for us, for Team Malaya, because it's the only way that we actually meet the members, especially me since I'm so far away. So yeah, so I gave my thanks to Coach Mia and the Sam at that point. I know in the first VHSE I actually did the same thing, but I did it when after I met the last girl I was about to see, which was Captain K, yeah, female. She's the last girl actually. So then I went back into the basically waiting room. This on Zoom back then, and then I forgot his name, but he asked me why I'm back. Oh, nandito ka na naman, bro. So I kind of like gave my thanks to the staff at that in that same manner that I did with Coach Mia in this year's VHSE. Okay, so at that point I was ready now to meet Abby. So I only had like two tickets left. Okay, so I used that was it. Okay, so there you go. So I went with Abby, and there it goes. And she's so happy, so beautiful, and all that. And she remembers me from the last VHSC. Yeah, very thankful that she's so happy that my support for not just her but for all the girls on MNL 48. Yeah, I said you're welcome, and there you go. And have a continued support. And she asked me, oh, kung makapunta ba kayo sa Pilipinas? Yeah, and as I mentioned that if it's COVID free, you would see me there. Okay, that's a promise like that. Okay, yeah, and yeah, she was very happy to hear that. And with that 40 seconds up, that was Abby was the last girl uh, for me to meet in the VHSE, in the River Virtual Handshake event of 2022. There you go. So there you go. So that's it for day two, the the finale basically of my vlog regarding my experience in the virtual handshake event. Okay, so there you go. So hope you enjoyed all that. Took longer than expected, much like the time of the agency. It ended like just after 5 a.m. So yeah, then I had to actually before I went to sleep, had to go on. I don't know for some reason. Yeah, I had to go on Kumu. I believe I saw. Yeah, Ella. I think I mentioned that Ella, and I believe Sheki too. Did I see Sheki? Who did I see? I forgot who if I see during the Kumo lives there. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, I know. I think I went to like three or four of the members who went Kumo live just after the VHSC. I think some of the members who actually saw on day one was actually doing Kumo as well. Yeah, I think Rihanna was one of them. Yeah, I remember Rihanna, and I think that's where she mentioned that. Oh, when I was speaking to you, it's like I was watching one of your vlogs, kind of like that. Yeah, but anyway, let's not talk more about that because this went it's over an hour now. Okay, yeah, but then again, it's almost like same way as the VHSE went overtime like that. And I expect with 12 members, you would expect it to be much shorter than they want. It happened. It happened. The opposite happened. It went much longer. Yeah. So I mean, it was like 3:30 on day one. It's like around 5 o'clock here on day two. Yeah. So there you go. And like I mentioned, Coach Mia, I'm very thankful to have this virtual handshake event. And basically, plan was a, like majority of the time was successful since I did meet all the members, but not all of them. So I missed three members I never got to meet here in the second VHSE. Okay, Charm, Amy, and Gia. Yeah, I really want to see Gia again, since I met her in the first VHSE, and that was a really special uh, time for me to see Gia, and unfortunately she was not in. Okay, yeah. So Amy, I missed for the second time, and Charm, being one of the new members and not being there, well, it's a shame. But yeah, maybe next time. So out of the 30 members, I get to see 27, and there you go. So, like I mentioned, that I actually did this, so I don't have any regrets. So I have no regrets seeing all of them because it was really worth it to finally meet all of them, and in a way, I got to say, I guess, saying that I got to promote myself with them. Yeah, regarding my, I guess regarding my YouTube channel because I'm pretty sure word spread around now that oh, I have a YouTube channel. Some of the members watch it. Maybe you can get the other members to do so too. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. So that was a fun moment, a very enjoyable moment, very worth it of my time. Okay, hopefully uh, next year, yeah, we can have that VHSE again. Whichever comes first, whether either I go home to the Philippines if it's COVID free to watch them in a mall show, or do an actual physical face-to-face handshake event with the members, or if not, a virtual handshake event then. Okay, I'll be waiting for either one, and hopefully the members are also waiting for either one too, regarding if I would be present physically or they could see me virtually once more. Okay, so there you go. So if you enjoyed that, my story time regarding my experience at this year's VHSE. Okay, and with that, my usual outro. God bless, show less. See you. I didn't end.